Electric. So this session is to cover MCC protection devices, what Schneider has to offer, how the motor efficiency, productivity, reliability, how it is compliant with the industrial 4.0 solution, how our products are IoT ready. So these are some of the big terminologies which you get to hear today from various, requirements of the industries, processes, and the type of customers we say. So how we can help you design your existing architecture, how we can help you efficient products. We'll just have a look into this. So this is specifically a session for motor control and switching. So as you are aware, motor control is the key concern for motor reliability, productivity, efficiency, flexibility in today's processes. Typically for any process plant, these are the key pillars really wants to function in any MCC system. A general statistical view about how consumption of motors or motor control as per se is why important. Motors also consume a lot of energy in your plant. In fact, almost 40 to 45% of the energy is consumed by the motor, and they run all the main processes, all the key and processes in your plants. So it is very important that these motors are controlled, these motors become efficient, how motors data or motor protection can be connected to industry 4.40, that will see. So motors really matter. In the typical application, what we see from these motors are with respect to conveyors, crushers, machine tools. There is exhaust fan application, centrifugal pumps. So these are generally falling into different types of categories. What we say, like constant torque, constant power, variable torque load. So all these categories define basically, or I would say these are the categories where the failure for motor becomes really important to understand how the downtime can be reduced and how I can make sure that increase the life of my particular motor or a process. So how we control the motor really important. So controlling the motor, there are a lot of technologies available in the market. The standard one is you opt for a typical type coordinated system for a typical DOL or star delta method. Then so basically DOL and star delta are the type of DOL and star delta are the type of starting methods for a motor. Then we have soft starters, we have VFDs, including all three. The architecture also gets important, whether you're using a three product solution. By three product I mean whether you're using a short circuit device, a contactor, overload relay, or you're using an MPCB and a contactor. Or from Schneider we also have a unique single product solution. So motor control becomes really important when your speed is constant. For variable speed, definitely we go ahead with the VFD requirement for controlling the motor. But if your speed is constant and still you want to achieve the productivity of a motor, you want to make the motor efficient, then how use the existing solution will look it in a better way. So how do we see the market from Schneider Electric? So this is an internal slide where how we have marketed the product. For example, there is a conventional MCC. In conventional MCC, there are type coordination, product selection. What you do, for example, as I spoke about, a standard thermal overload relay, a thermal normal contactor, and a protection device. Similarly, if the customer wants to upgrade themselves by one step, if they want to have all the detailed features, motor protection, fault differentiation, digital connect. So all this is also available with our advanced MCC. And the third category is intelligent. So see, by default, everyone is aware intelligent MCC category is the upper part today, which we talk about communication, we talk about a lot of data, we talk about a lot of diagnostics. But what happens is that in advanced MCC also we can give you some solutions which basically helps the customer who are maybe looking for some price benefit solutions, or who are not looking for, let's say, digital connect right now but still wants to upgrade their conventional MCC panel solutions. So we will see few products under this category, how you can help in the advanced MCC and you can use the intelligent MCC also. So speaking about the advanced MCC, I would like to talk about the motor failure. Now, typically, what happens is in a typical thermal overload relay, the causes of the relay failure or the causes of the motor protection you are not able to identify, because as of now, if you're using a typical conventional thermal overload relay, your relay is not designed to give you any cause or effect other than your overload and phase loss. So you might not come to know what other reasons are for my motor failure. For example, a typical motor failure can also happen due to ground fault, due to phase loss, phase reversal, unbalanced motor log, jam, stall condition. Now my thermal overload rate is not designed as per IC standard for any make, not just Schneider, but irrespective of any competition also. It is not designed as per the IC standard. But that does not should stop me to upgrade my motor protection to the next level. Also, thermal overload relay is a thermal sensing device. It is not a current protection device, due to which if any current shoot is available, if current leakage current or let's say any current due to any short circuit gets prevailed, then you're not able to, your relay is not designed to check that short span of current surge. That is the reason why we needed a device which is electronic over current relay, which is a current based protection. So it will take care of your thermal overload as well as your current based protections. So when I talk about protections, on the right hand side, you will see a chart here which speaks about the different protection levels. Okay, for example, over current, under current, phase loss, stall condition, phase reversal, unbalance, even ground fault protection can be achieved with this EOCR. So this EOCR, the very first thing after a motor trips is fault differentiation. The customer needs to know what was the exact reason for my motor failure, how I can incorporate that for my next scheduled maintenance action, and what is the downtime I require to restart my process again. Also, thermal overload relay is bimetallic design due to which thermal sensing is there. Now, thermal sensing can also sometimes give me some nuisance tripping if the temperature shoots to a very high level. So, in Gujarat, where during the summer peak times the ambient temperature becomes really high, sometimes due to a particular operation vibration, my thermal overload relay, if it is not designed or selected properly, might give me nuisance tripping. But EOCR is completely temperature independent. The function will not matter whatever the temperature is. The functionality of the product will remain as it is. Also, one important point is energy management or energy saving is one of the key concern today for all the process users. So when customer says, let's say today you are offering me an EOCR instead of a TOR, there will be some price change definitely. But that 10% or 15% increase in price, I'm also offering you product which is very less power consumption. So when you compare a normal 9 ampere thermal overload relay, its self consumption is almost 9 watt to 12 watts. Now imagine a plant where there are almost 100 motors running and you have 24/7 running motors for 365 days. Compare that to an EOCR and you will see annually how much electricity you're saying. So whatever that extra investment was done on EOCR can be incorporated or ROI can be taken within 6 months or 1 year. So this is one of the beautiful point of EOCR. It is not just giving you energy saving, but also giving you fault differentiation. Also, this product gives you a lot of benefit on the inventory. How it is possible? This product is designed for zero point 0.5 ampere to 80 ampere with its inbuilt CT. For example, all the motors which is available in your plant up to 37 kilowatt can be used with the help of this single product only. Right now if you open any manufacturer's price list, even Schneider or any competition, you will see there are thermal overload references of more than 30, 35, 40. So for every motor current or every motor rating you will have to maintain a stock for contactor, for relay and everything. Here with the help of this module, you can take the protection up to 80 ampere inbuilt CT, and above 80 ampere the model remains same. It's just that you will have to use an external CT. So for up to 400 ampere, this product is tested. So above 80 ampere, you use an external CT. Less than 80 ampere, your inventory becomes almost to only one part code, a single part code. There are two variants available in this EOCR. One is with the inbuilt CT or inbuilt screen, which you can see here this LED screen on the product, and one is with the flush mounting display. So in terms of human safety, if a customer needs a product where we can place it on the front panel, and this will be completely mounted on the dindle inside the panel. So this front panel will give you all the live readings, all the settings. What has to be done can be done from this front panel itself. So on the human safety point of view, this is also available design with us. Now this product is available with ground fault and without ground fault also. So if you are opting a ground fault option, you have to purchase a CBCT. That CBCT can be directly connected to the terminals of this particular device. So here you can see here this extract is from the price list itself. We have options available here without ground fault, with ground fault, built-in display, flush mounting display. This is also a very good product for any retrofitting jobs. So tomorrow, if you have any old customer who is using some old relays, he wants to upgrade their system, he can replace your thermal load relay with this relay. He can also do that. He just needs to add a control power. Now for control power, again, I have two options available: 24 volt DC and universal AC DC, 100 to 240. So this gives the flexibility for the customer to use this for any kind of retrofitting jobs also. Then there are accessories here. So for example, if I want to use an external, can somebody mute their mic? Yeah, thank you. So if you want to use, as I mentioned, this is tested for up to 400 ampere. So you can use this three-phase CT along with this product. There is a CBCT available in our portfolio. There are two variants available in this. So one is a window hole type and one is a bottom hole type. In this window hole type, you will see there is a three-phase CT which is installed on the product upper wear, and there is a pass-through design in the bottom hole. So generally, pass-through design becomes easy for the customers for wiring point of view. So we recommend to go with the bottom hole part design. There are type 2 coordinated charts available with Schneider switchgear. So whether it comes your contactor or your particular MCCV protection device, there are type 2 coordination charts available for this product. Some of the key points which I would like to highlight from this product also: individual phase-wise TSG monitoring also can be given. So individual phase-wise percentage harmonics you can get to see. There are three fault records which is available in the product by default. So you can take this for your future maintenance action. For example, my motor is continuously tripping on ground fault, then basically I need to check my earthing. If there is a problem in phase, it is continuously tripping on phase and balance, then I can check my electrical system network, I can check the continuity of it. So all these decisions can be taken accordingly. There is a reset option available also, whether it is an automatic reset or manual reset, you can assign that. This product can also be used for low frequency operation. So generally what happens in a multi-motor schematic, when there is a VFD and a customer wants to operate multiple motors at the output of a VFD, then generally each motor will have a different frequency, a different speed also to work upon. So this will give you for lower frequency operation, this product can work perfectly fine. For customers who also want to hook up their existing installation into, a completely remote EMS system, or let's say they want to remotely check the motor on off trip indication, or they want the current values remotely, we also have communication option RS45 optionally available with this product. So today, if you want to upgrade something from your existing overload relay, you can opt for this option. You may not need the communication today, but down the line, this is the need of the every company, every process industry. So this becomes a very common scenario. If you do not order the communication friendly device, later on you will have to change the complete relay. So if the customer is looking from that direction, we can definitely offer them the communication capable RS485 module. So three major points what we saw here from EOCR is that I'm getting inventory control, single motor module up to 400 ampere, 80 ampere inbuilt CT, above 80 ampere we need to use external CT. We have ground fault protection in this. It gives me power consumption benefit. It gives me communication benefit also, and I can use for three record faults history also. This all data is available with EOCR. So this is the first step to upgrade your customers who are not looking for, let's say, IMCC solutions. Then we go to another product. Another product is about TCSU, which is a single product for the complete starter. How that can be achieved, we will just see here. So what happens is, as we saw in a typical three product solution, you use a type 2 coordination. Now, what IEC says as per type 2 coordination is, if a particular short circuit fault comes, then my motor equipment, my motor should prevent, my motor should trip, my protection device should make sure motor is not harmed, and I get human safety. But what happens if my another short circuit fault comes of the same level? Now there is no control in the number of faults or when the fault can come. This is where total coordination comes into picture, where total coordination, if a particular short circuit fault comes for a particular level, then it can take up to three short circuit currents of the same level. So what happens, let's say a 50 kiloampere short circuit current, you have designed your MCC accordingly. After that 50 kiloampere short circuit current, your contactor will get welded, you may not be able to use the same components for the next particular fault. In that case, you will have to replace your existing component. Now in TCSU, which is completely total coordination as per IEC standard, you can use the same starter for up to three short circuit faults. This increases the life of the product enormously, and this is a completely IEC standard product available. With this standard, there is no competition in the market who can offer a total coordinated complete starter solution with a size diameter of 45 width size. This is a very flexible, it's a very, you can say, space saving product for a complete starter point of view. If I want to understand this product in a better way, this is you is a combination of your protection device, which is your MCCB. It is a combination of your contactor, which is your switching mechanism device, and it is also a combination of your overload protection, which is thermal overload relay. So all three combined into one, we have developed this unique starter. So this starter is available for up to 15 kilowatt of DOL and RDOL applications only. So if you have your motor ratings up to 15 kilowatt for DOL and RDOL, for DOL and RDOL, this particular product can be used. There are three components in this product. There are three components while selecting this product. We have to select a particular power base module. I think there is someone whose mic is still on. Nilay, can you turn off the mic?